Hey viewers, George here to do an impressional talking bit on this game. Spongebob Squarepants, Plankton's Robotic Revenge. This came out, I think, last week, was it? Not entirely sure. And I heard about it, I was like, oh, that's going to be cool, a new Spongebob game. I'll give it a try, and it's no harm done. I'm actually glad I played it. It's a pretty fun little game. The best way to describe it, it's sort of like a 3D beat-em-up, really, where you could play as SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, or Squidward, and you go through various locations in Bikini Bottom, like Bikini Bottom, Rock Bottom, there's a lot of bottoms, and the Dutchman's Triangle, which of course is the ship graveyard. And you're trying to get the 3 keys to unlock the vault, so before Plankton can open the vault to the secret Krabby Patty formula. And just the way everything's presented, it's really nice. And they have the original voice actors doing all the characters, as far as I can tell, which is always a good thing. The entire game is done in the 3D models, and actually the 3D models look really good, surprisingly, even though they're very simplistic looking. Especially when you compare it to the other SpongeBob games like Battle for Bikini Bottom and SpongeBob Squarepants the movie game and the Flying Dutchman one and whatnot. It it looks a lot different because it looks a lot more stylized, almost like what they have on the front of the cover. Actually, it sort of looks like that. There's like no lines or anything to make it look cartoony-ish. It's hard to describe, really. Another neat thing is this is a 4-player game, so you can, and it's also drop in and out, so you can have your buddies over or something like that, and they can just pop into play, and then if they want, they can drop out. Along the way, you collect these gizmos, as they call it. They're like gears and shiny bits and stuff like that, which you can use to upgrade and get new weaponry. So it's just the pickle launcher, the tartar sauce thing, the reef blower, a bunch of little things like that, and you can upgrade them 3 times, I think, something like that, to make them obviously a lot better. And that's really good because it gives it a little more replay value, because if you want to complete the game and all that, you have to upgrade for every single character. So that's cool. It's a nice little addition. The music in the game exists. It doesn't leave that much of a lasting impression, but it works with it. There was no point where I was like, oh man, I hate this. The music's really terrible. But something neat about the music, though, is they have a multiple amount of tracks for each area. So I think there's about 5 different tracks, and it loops through them essentially. So it doesn't get boring or old or anything. You get a new track and whatnot. That's really nice of it. Also, if you pause the game and then you unpause it, it changes the track. So that's really cool that they keep it from getting really stale, because this game does take a while. The first world, which is the Dutchman's Triangle, it goes on for a little bit because there's a lot of parts to that stage. So it's nice that you get a different variety of music that changes a lot. There's not a whole lot else to mention about it. It's your standard beat 'em up with the drop in drop out, which is once again a really nice feature. Surprisingly, Activision has a hand in this game too. That's weird. But beyond that, it's a really good game, worth the price. It's about 30. No, sorry, it wasn't $39.99. It was $29.99. So it's $30, which is really good for a game that came out a week ago, and it's really good for its price. And this is also a game that would lend itself really well to any DLC that comes out, more characters, another level, or something like that, some more weapons that you can get. So there's a lot of potential with this game if they do plan on doing DLC. I can't see them doing it, but they've left enough room open that they could possibly release more stuff for it. So who knows, we'll see in the future if they continue working on this game through little bits of here and there. Knowing Activision, they probably will. So with that, I'll say until next time, keep on gaming.